So you start to understand that the more tools you add to your AI agent, the better it can be in handling different tasks for your business and for yourself. So the question right now becomes how you can add more and more tools that you're using on a day-to-day basis in a way where those tools can actually do every single actions that you are normally doing on yourself by pointing and clicking on your computer. And this is where I want to present you this tool, which is called Printing Press. So Printing Press is essentially a tool that allows you to take any single website, any single tool that you're using, and AI-fine that kind of tool by creating a CLI version of that specific tool. Now, I know these terms might sound scary and really complicated, but the process is fairly simple. Let's imagine we have a tool such as Airtable, for example. We pass this tool to Printing Press, and then I will show you in 1 second how does that work. And then Printing Press will create the Airtable CLI, which is essentially the agent version of Airtable that can be used by an agent tool. CLI is something that stands for Command Line Interface, and is generally something that was used by developers. But the beautiful thing about something like that is that agents really love this kind of executable, and the reason for that is that the process that agents generally do, which is they have a prompt, uh, they do some thinking, and then they execute. They can do two things. They can execute some tools, so they do some tool calls, or they can give you some output over here in the form of text. And this process over here is not something that happens once, but it's something that can happen multiple times until we have the final response. And yeah, so imagine a situation where you write a prompt and then the system does multiple tool calls. So the Airtable CLI or any kind of CLI in this specific case will be used in this specific area. And since the CLI has access to any single actions that we can do within Airtable and gives that explanation back to the agent can read that specific explanation, think about what to do next, and then execute the next tool call. Now, this might sound a little bit complicated, but let me show you. Let me show you what that actually means in Claude Code directly over here. So, if I'm directly in Claude Code here, I can type something like Printing Press, and in order to install Printing Press, you can go directly here, and you can you can go in this page and then select select the Printing Press getting started options directly over here if you really wanted to, or you can do the same by going here into the CLI and run this specific command, this install command. And by the way, it will require some prerequisites here that you can download, but I know you are able to do that without any problems. So if I now type a Printing Press and something like Airtable, for example, what the system will do is it will do the following. First off, it will start running the full system and whatever it needs to do. But essentially, it will run a process here. So first off, it will do some in-depth research about what is actually possible within Airtable and what are the different possibilities. Then it will present a plan, and then finally it will build build the CLI or the agent version of the tool. So by running this specific command, we can have the tool run. And right now we have an update from the tool. So let's uh, give the update to the tool and let's make the tool update itself. And once this is finished, the system here will mention the pre-flight and mention the type of our table. So here it mentioned like the full research, as I told you. It checks for the catalog and it checks for every single features that is possible to be executed within the tool. So if you think about our table, we can create a new table, we can create a new field, so we can add the information, we can remove information, and whatever the case might be. We have finally a presentation of what was found and what I invented over here, which is also an interesting thing because the tool itself does not only is not only useful for like creating stuff that can be done by default by the tool, but can also come up with the potential ideas on how the tool might be used in different ways that we haven't thought before. So in this instance, we can start and we can let's go. If we really want, we can also give other context, but yeah, that is not the case in this specific case. And then the system will start running and executing here. So we are 10 minutes into the process, and the system actually created this CLI brief, which is actually a document that we don't really need to have access to, but it's just useful for the LLM to read and understand what is going on here in terms of like what could be the possibilities, as well as this document, this Airtable YAML spec file that lists all the different features that are actually available. This is quite interesting because the system actually creates this as the first steps, and then after that actually spawns a sub agent that is responsible for brainstorming newer features. So yeah, the beauty about this system is how it's actually built and orchestrated, because it's not just one single system and one single set of prompts, but it's a set of prompts that is coordinated in a specific way to get the best possible results that you can. And this is actually very good in terms of like quality of outcome that you are looking to get, as well as the way in which this is actually built. So I will also create a future video specifically on how you can think about building and what are the building patterns that are actually useful to think through. But yeah, so the system finished building right now. Give back what is the full scope. Mentioning here that it's absorbing 19 features after this in-depth research that he actually created, as well as creating a couple of additional things. Over here, he mentioned 10 novel commands that it can run. And this is like in this specific case, we will need to check whether those are useful or not. But in some specific case, this part can create some really valuable commands that we haven't actually thought through. So this is a quite interesting feature to have. Right now, what we can do is we can approve directly, and upon approval, this will generate every single element that we need to, so that we will have our own CLI created for Airtable specifically. After 40 plus minutes of building, we have the finished Airtable CLI over here with a full check about everything that we can do. And then now what we can have is we can actually use the skill, or if we wanted to, we can also publish this skill to the printing press library so that other people can actually benefit from this. So for now, let's make it done, and then let's test this out immediately. So as you can see over here, we have a couple of commands, and then right now we can go immediately into testing. So let's use the Airtable CLI to create a new table from scratch for an outbound system that we can run. Please make the decisions yourself, and let's create that in one shot. Okay, so yeah, that is how the system actually works, and how it starts to create that. As you can see over here, we have the Airtable CLI that exists in this specific library, and then the system will start using that, and will start understanding a little bit more about how that actually works. And one really helpful thing about this CLIs is especially this help command. So right now the system can call this help command, and by calling this command, it can get a full understanding on what is actually possible by the system itself, about, as well as, okay, these are all the commands that you can run, these are all the flags that you can run, and then in this way the system can actually understand everything about how everything works. And here we go. So as you can see over here, the system created an outbound leads table with all these different fields directly within the interface. If we go back to Airtable, here's what we can see. And yeah, this, by the way, was just a taste. Obviously, we can use this with whatever tool we want, and in this way we can integrate every single tool we want with our AI agent, whether there is Claude Code or any other tool like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you're interested in that, if you're interested in how to understand what are the ways in which you can leverage AI for your specific business to create systems like this, to orchestrate different systems together, you can check the first link in the description and we can schedule a call together. With that said, that's everything on my side. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.